Okay, is that better? Does that get me back in the picture? I don't know, but can you hear me? We have a picture, but silence. Okay, I am showing the audio is good. That is highly unusual. Let me see if I can figure out why. We see you and hear you. Okay. So you guys haven't heard anything. All right. So I'll have to edit out this part of the show before I post it. All right. So I'll go back and start over in case you haven't done it. Good morning and welcome to Travel and Cruise Industry News podcast. On this, what day? This is the 31st day of January 2024. Coming to you from a very rainy San Juan, Puerto Rico. I planned on going ashore today to the what's the name of the place now? Anyway, the restaurant that claims to have created the pina colada. That was my plan for the day, but I'm not going to do it in the rain. So if we get some breaks in the showers, I still may go ashore. The next 2 days, folks, going to be just like this morning. We're going to go early so I can go ashore. We're in St. Thomas tomorrow and Amber Cove the following day. So yesterday I did the slot pool with my group. It was awful. We didn't win a penny. I mean, not even anything to play past the, everybody kicks in $20. He gets 4 pulls on a $5 machine. We didn't get a penny. So there was no even further play, much less winning anything. Last night I went to the show, burned the floor. It was phenomenal, but it was late. Our Norwegian guy could only get us a block reservation for the 9 o'clock show. Actually, it was 9:30 show. So I was late for me. And then most of my guys didn't show up at the breakfast meeting this morning, which was okay. But it also threw me off because I didn't get to bed till midnight. That's way late for me. All right. So starting today, even though it's raining, this was kind of good this morning. When I went to breakfast, it's one of my favorite days on Norwegian.
This is Huevos Rancheros on the Norwegian Epic. They do this twice a week on a 7-day cruise. One of my favorite days. Huevos Rancheros.
All right, since I'm having audio issues, that's Huevos Rancheros at breakfast this morning. And it was, I fell in love with it on Escape. And it was equally as good. So I enjoyed that. That's one of the specials. They do that twice on a cruise. So they'll do it again. They're on a 3-day rotation in the main dining room, a menu rotation. So it'll probably be Saturday morning. They'll do it the second time. I'll be there for that. Let's see. Do I have anything else? But I didn't really do the full introduction because it got screwed up. So if you're listening via the podcast, welcome aboard. You can always access the podcast via my blog, which is accessadventure.net, or wherever you get your podcast from. Just search for Travel and Cruise Industry News, and up pops the Fat Travel Guy. If you're listening via the podcast, you can always jump over to the video feed. Just go to the description of your podcast, and a link will take you straight over to the video feed. Do have a couple stories this morning. Not a great deal in the news, but a couple stories. The lead story today is 4 die when a boat capsizes in Mexico. Also today, Celebrity moves their final payment schedule. a Prima rescue, Azipod upgrades for NCL ships, LNG at Galveston, and a little bit about Carnival Celebration Key, spelled K-E-Y, not spelled C-A-Y, Key. And of course, Royal Caribbean C-A-Y-K. This one is a key with a K-E-Y. That and more here live at 8:30 this morning. Today is National Hot Chocolate Day. I suppose somebody has hot chocolate on a ship like this, as cold as it's been, but I haven't really looked for that or cared one way about it. I did have a couple cups of coffee this morning at breakfast, and a couple nice orange juices, and my huevos rancheros. So, all right, guys, today's top story comes from our friends in Mexico. Unfortunately, a boat capsized. 4 Mexican tourists perished from a boat carrying 19 people. It either capsized or was swamped between Cancun and Isla Mujeres. Boat was carrying 17 passengers and a crew of 2 when the accident occurred. The captain of the boat survived and was taken into custody, according to the municipal government of Isla Mujeres. Most of the passengers had to be rescued from the water by personnel of the Mexican Navy, local police, and civil defense agency, and some said some were taken to the hospitals. All were Mexicans, citizens. The saddest thing about the 4 people that perished, one was a 10-year-old boy. There were reportedly high waves at the time of the accident. However, a local media report said that a wake from a larger ship passing by may have contributed to the accident. So I guess eventually they'll determine what happened with that. All right, I'll be back with a little more news after a quick break from one of our network sponsors. And back to the news stories today. Starting next Thursday, the final payment date will move up for all celebrity cruises that are 15 nights or longer, as well as all sailings to the Galapagos. The change will move final payment from 90 days before the cruise to 120 days before embarkation. So, folks, you got to give them your money a little earlier, 30 days earlier. I wonder how long it's going to take if Celebrity's sister to Royal Caribbean. I wonder how long it's going to take Royal Caribbean to do the same thing. All right. The Norwegian Prima rescued a dozen refugees in the Gulf of Mexico, bringing them aboard the cruise ship for supplies and medical care. The makeshift craft, cobbled together from plastic jugs, foam, wood, and sheet metal with a patched sail. The occupants aboard used a mirror to signal the cruise ship, and Norwegian Prima was able to dispatch one of the ship's lifeboats to assess the situation. The craft had been adrift for many days and had run out of supplies, but fortunately, all the individuals were safely brought aboard the Norwegian Cruise Line ship and able to be turned over to authorities. And you know what happens to them? They get sent right back home. All right. This should be good news, especially for Norwegian fans. Swiss technology company ABB and Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings has entered into a long-term partnership aimed at advancing the decarbonization and digitalization efforts between Norwegian Cruise Line and the NCL fleet. The strategic collaboration focuses on enhancing safety and efficiency fleet-wide. Currently, NCL sails 14 vessels, plus there are 4 additional ships currently under construction or on order, with delivery slated between 2025 and 2028. The initial phase of the partnership, and this is kind of the important part, folks, encompasses a 10-year Azipod propulsion system service agreement, facilitating preventive maintenance to ensure safety and optimize vessel availability, along with the swift turnaround times for scheduled Azipod propulsion maintenance. Moreover, ABB will supply upgrades to the propulsion central system for 11 existing vessels and implement a short connection installation on 4 ships. These installations will enable the entire NCL fleet to access shoreside power, supporting emission control while docked. So congratulations to NCL. I mean, clearly Azipod issues. I never knew what an Azipod was. So I guess it's been about 3 years now. And it seems like I'm talking about Azipods all the time. So good for NCL. Glad to have ABB on board. All right, the Carnival Jubilee, brand new ship. She's important down there in Galveston, Texas. Jubilee was fueled with liquefied natural gas for the first time at Galveston, the Gulf Coast home port. Roger Rees, Galveston Awards port director and CEO, said providing LNG fuel at the port opens opportunities for the port of Galveston to attract newer technology, advanced cruise and cargo ships. As LNG continues to gain traction globally as a commercial marine fuel, the port and the community will reap environmental and economic benefits. Fueling more ships with safe, clean-burning LNG improves air quality and creates more jobs. The Carnival Jubilee, the first new ship ever to home port in Galveston, has contracted 2 companies for the fuel services. The LNG is manufactured and delivered by Stabilis Solutions and loaded by Seaside LNG from a specially equipped barge. All right, so there's been a lot of talk about Celebration Key. Celebration Key, of course, is the new private island that's under development for Carnival Corporation. Carnival recently unveiled exciting new cruise destination on Grand Bahama using cutting-edge mixed reality and technology that blends digital content with the real world. The innovative showcase took place at Levi's Stadium in San Francisco just before the San Francisco 49ers faced off against the Detroit Lions this past Sunday. Partnering with the Future Group Initiative and Fox Sports, Carnival presented a mind-boggling segment that transformed the football field into a tropical paradise using advanced camera with real-time tracking. Viewers witnessed the field transform into a beach with waves washing over the turf to reveal the Carnival logo on a sandy shore. The grand finale treated viewers to a panoramic view of the island featuring a golden arch, framing an aerial view of the Carnival ship adorned with the Celebration Key logo. Now, unfortunately, folks, I didn't get to see that, but hopefully sometime I'll get to watch it. I think that's pretty awesome that they've come to do that. And of course, that was marvelous advertisement for the cruise industry and Carnival. As I think the viewership on that game was something like 57 million. Second only like the Super Bowl. All right, let's go see if anybody's still with me in the chat room or if I actually got everything fixed. Again, my apologies on that, folks. I'm not sure why, because I was showing everything fine from this end. Anyway, Steve's with us. Ken is with us up in Pennsylvania. There's Mike from the other side of the pond. Out here, Tom's here. Charles Berlin. Hello, Charles. Glad to have you with us. And everybody's still talking about my screwed up audio. Well, I was both at starting. Joanne's on Anthem of the Seas. Hi, Joanne. Good to see you at sea again, my dear. Let's see. There's talking the pictures of pod people have silence. Sorry about that. I just want a Rubik's Cube now. There, Steve says, there you are. So I'm not sure what didn't connect as I went on for a while. We miss you at St. Thomas by day. Sorry about that. Gretchen's with us. Good morning, Gretchen. All right, guys. Just remember tomorrow and Friday, I'm going to do this, unknown time because I just have no guarantee as to what time I can get up and get ready for the show because of what I'm doing at night. And, I'm taking care of a group of people. I'm not taking care of them, but I'm doing things with a group of people, so that's keeping me a little busier than I normally would be on a cruise. Obviously, it's keeping me sleeping like I normally do. Normally after dinner, I'm ready for bed because I get up so early. But anyway, so we'll do this again. Of course, I'll have to figure out how to edit stuff out when I'm going to edit stuff out today from that awful start this morning. I may just put it up. That'd be awful. I have to think about it. So, at any rate, guys, thanks for being here. Please smash that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, take this as my invitation to do so. We do this Monday through Friday with whatever news happens wherever I am in the world. I'll be going down out in Miami next week. So we'll continue on the MSC Magnifica. But anyway, having a great time. I love this ship. It's a little unusual. The layout there's a couple of troubling areas, not just confusing areas, like one of the elevator bags does not go to deck 5 because it's the main dining room. And I never can remember which elevator I'm supposed to be on to get there. And one of the elevators doesn't go to deck 13. I haven't been up there yet. I'm going to do that. But maybe today, since it's raining, I want to go up to view the captain at work. So anyway, that's on deck 13. So I have a feeling that has to do with that. One elevator only goes there. And I haven't gotten up on the upper decks yet to see if we have those issues again. A lady that I was talking to last night said that it was there are several areas up there that you cannot access unless you can walk on stairs. I'm surprised at that. But anyway, I've got to work on my accessibility report today or in a couple days, because my meeting with these folks is taking in some of the upper echelon of the crew, which will be terrific. So I'm actually looking forward to that. So I got to give them a really good report. All right, that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. I'll be back at whatever time I go live tomorrow morning. Who knows? Probably about the same time as this. That gives me a little, a couple hours more to play with when I'm in port. So that's what's on the agenda. All right, guys. As always, thanks for being here. Stay safe, stay healthy. Think about cruising. And hopefully one day soon we'll all get together on the high seas. Have a phenomenal day, everybody. Coming to you from San Juan, Puerto Rico. See you tomorrow from St. Thomas. Have a great one, everybody. See you later.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner